baby into a lady. And mama, all you had to offer was a promise of a lifetime of love. Now I know there is no other love like a mother's love for her child. And I know a love so complete someday must leave, must say goodbye. Goodbye's the saddest word I'll ever hear. Goodbye's the last time I will hold you near. Someday you'll say that word and I will cry. It'll break my heart to hear you say goodbye. Mama, you gave love to me, turned a young one into a woman. And mama, all I ever needed was a guarantee of you loving me. 'Cause I know there is no other love like a mother's love for her child. And it hurts so, but someday
Yeah, but my body just with you like string.
Yeah. Like edit the shit. One before. Really?
He's supposed to come with the body and I find it straight. I don't think for that.
No. Me have been bad, right? I hope you wanna keep it, but 8:30 is 8:30.
Yeah.
But you mean no slow play, fast play, no play same morning.
Yeah.
So I got to lose all the slippers, right? For this part of the ceremony.
Take it down.
Take it off, right? And when we go by the creek, the pitch and is be hot there. So we go put it on now. That's only this part check, just lose the slipper for here. And when we finish do the arcade, I'll go place it, I'll go put it on back. But when we by the creek, you don't worry. You all can go choke in your foot and in there now. So you go be pressure. Huh? Same company. प्रेम से बोले श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, उड़ीसा जगन्नाथ की जय, बिना बंद कृष्ण चंद्र की जय. My dear fellow mourners, villagers, friends and family, actually to stand as we begin the Antyeshi Sanskar of Miss Baby Ramgoolam. So we clap our hands together, we close our eyes, we bow our heads as we do pratna, opening mantras on behalf of the deceased. As we pray, Om Gangesha Jamuna Chatavadi Godavari Saraswati Nirmare Sindhu Kaveri Jaleshwini Nimi Karo Nama Pavitro Vasarvastangatopi Va Yashmareta Pundarikaksham Swaha Vyanam Taram Suchi. Om Sri Vishnu Sri Ganeshaya Namo Namam Sri Saraswate Namam Sri Gushana Kamalevyo Namo Namam Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirviganam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakareshu Sarvara. Om Shantakaram Puja Kashayanam Padavanavam Suresham Vishwadaram Gaganasaresham Megavananam Subhanyam Lakshmi Kantam Kamalanayanam Yogi Virdhyanagamyam Vande Vishnu Bhavaram Sarvalokaikanatam. Om Krishna Krishna Mahakrishna Gatidanama Divyai Namaha. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Om Devikanandanaya Vedmahi, Vasudevaya Dhimahi, Tanno Krishna Prachodayat. Hari Om. Om Vishnura Vishnu Shrimat Bhagavat Mahapurushotamam Shri Adi Shri Brahmani Adi Dveta Parane Sweta Parama Kali Vishnu Maya Ashna Vishnu Kali Aikai Pachara Bailok Chineradesh 44 Cipero Street, San Fernando, Mayari Purushottam, Sri Ramaraja 2026, Sri Vikram Samitya, Vashishi, Masha Krishna Paksh, Ashitao Titao, Shukra Varane, Uttam Sharan Nakshatra, Shiva Yoga, Karakakaran, Surya Uttar Narayan, Makar Rasi, Anteshi Sanskar Karishyami. Take all your name, take all your name, take all your address, take mama name. Ano na si Karishyami na sprinkle water, or just place all the flowers in the cups. Om Hare Krishyami Karishnantare Devaya Namo Namam Sarkadari Divyai Namah Krishyami Krishnarpanam. No, I put it on. I want to give it a pass now. So devotees, you may have your seat now at this time, except the 5 Yakshman. So the 4 follow will touch him in his right shoulder, like right shoulder, they touch. Don't you know? Yeah, touch. Right. And Uncle Alan, you will do the ceremony, right? So you're taking water, right? And you're starting from here, and 5 times you're sprinkling the water, going down on that way, right?
What's that?
5 times. Right? Yeah, I'll tell you right. Ready? There we go. Om Sarya Gacho Avartamattam Cha Gachu Prithvi Acharama Apavacha Gachu Yatitrite Uta Ushi Prashta Shritam Panchatatav Shanti Pantatachava Shanti. Pass to the next individual. He will sprinkle 3 times. Om Suganga Jalam Stani Mayario Pratishtatam Mayario Pratishtatam Panchavatata Shanti. Don't let the face now. Take from here, go down now. Go ahead. 3. Same thing, 3 other. Om Surya cha gachu vatatam cha gachu pradavi cha dhanumine apavachat gate yatitra tehidorishi prashita shriha om panchatatav shanti panchatatav shanti om pantatatav shanti. Nice. Panchatatav shanti pantatatav shanti. Oh, right there. Om Pantatatav Shanti Pantatatav Shanti Om Panchatatav Shanti. Unmute now. So you spray perfume, you alone, right? They've got to touch you now. You spray perfume 5 times, down the same way. They've got to touch only you alone, right? Om Gandhamayaryo Pratishtatam. Om Gandhamayaryo Pratishtatam. Gandhamayaryo Pratishtatam. So you're taking your ring finger, yeah, 3 ring finger, but you need in this one. Ring finger, you put a tilak on the feet, on here on the forehead, by the 2 hairs, below the neck. Right? You go ahead. I'll touch him, right? Om Chandanam Mayaryo Pratishtatam. Chandanam Mayaryo Pratishtatam. Who's at the ears, right? Yeah. Chandanam Mayaryo Pratishtatam. Chandanam Mayaryo Pratishtatam. Put it on. So you can go to the back of the line now. Next, same thing. Perfume. That's perfume. Mm-hmm. And then Chandan. Only on the forehead, right? 3 times. Yeah, 3 times now. Om Gandha Pushpamayaryo Pratishtatam. Om Gandhamayaryo. Now use your ring finger, right? Chandanam Mayaryo Pratishtatam. Yeah, touch it, yeah. Chandanam Mayaryo Pratishtatam. Let's go back and join the line again, right? Om Gandhamayaryo Pratishtatam. Let's pray, right? 3 times. Om Sugandhamayaryo Pratishtatam. Ring finger. Chandan on the forehead. Chandanam Mayaryo Pratishtatam. Nice to bad. Next. Om Gandhamayaryo Pratishtatam. Chandan. Pachini hai chena between the eyebrow here. Chandanam mayaryo pratishtatam. Nice. Next one. Same, right? Perfume. Om gandhamayaryo pratishtatam. Chandan. Chandanam mayaryo pratishtatam. Nice. Uncle Alan, come back in front now, right? So the mala is already broken. The mala is already broken. So you place the mala from here. You put yours first, and then your Rasa brothers, they will join now. Yeah, it had to be broken. Yeah. Hold it right there. Yeah. Come. I'll help you. You have scissors. Shita, you have scissors? Yeah, burst it then. Burst it. Yeah. Yeah. Come. You fix it now to suit you. Om Pushpamala Mayaryo Pratishtatam. Next. Pushpamala Mayaryo Pratishtatam. Get full in this. Now you hold it two thread here. Come closer. Put here now. Om Pushpamala Mayaryo Pratishtatam. Debbie, come there, come now. Come on. Go ahead. Dry up my face with all that water, Dina. Please, thanks. Om Pushpamala Mayaryo Pratishtatam. Thanks. Pushpamala Mayaryo Pratishtatam. So here what are you doing, right? We're doing RT here, right? We're going to go around the box 5 times. We go around the box 5 times and make 5 times. You hand it to your brother, he go do RT that's here alone, and then you hand it to your next brother and he hand it second line. You just continue doing and going around for 5 times. So when you go around, and you stop here at I1. Then you go around 2, 3, 4, 5. And reach 5, you stop right here and you hand it to your brother. Right? You just right here and hand it to the next brother. But when you finish now, you walk to the back, touch Big Mama blessings, and you just join the line now. You ask everybody to stand as we wave the light. Om Yamadware Mahagodi Piste Mayaryo Pratishtatam. Yamadware Mahagodi Piste. Yeah, join him. Yeah. Yamadware Mahagodi Piste Mayaryo Pratishtatam. Yamadware Mahagodi Piste Mayaryo Pratishtatam. Yamadware Mahagodi Piste Mayaryo Pratishtatam. Jai Krishna Hare Sri Krishna Hare Dukhiyo ko dukha dur kare Jai 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 Krishna Hare Jai Krishna Hare Sri Krishna Hare Dukhiyo ko dukha dur kare Jai 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 Krishna Hare जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो आशा का दूध किनारा हो जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो आशा का दूध किनारा हो जब कोई न केवनहारा हो जो भी तेरा जो भी प्यार करे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर करे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे तू चाहे तो सब कुछ करते विश्व को भी अमृत करते तू चाहे तो सब कुछ करते विश्व को भी अमृत करते पूर्ण करते सबकी आशा पूर्ण करते सबकी आशा जो भी तेरा ध्यान करे मेरा तू ही बेड़ा पार करो जय 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 कृष्ण Jai Jai Krishna Hare Sri Krishna Hare दुखियों को दुख दूर करे जय जय कृष्ण हरे जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर करे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर करे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर करे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे full back in rank and profiling line all as Alan's the first now. That's what I mean. That we trying to tell you now. Yeah, that we mean. So devotees, you may have your seat now. So you hold this in your right hand, right? Mm-hmm. And you cover it with your left hand. Well, I know the address 404. I can't forget that. I can help you to that part. So when I point all you say all your names. Right?
In your mind.
In your mind now.
Yeah.
And when I point the deceased, you say the deceased name, right? Some jail, but I give a little chandan now before we go to put chandan for the deceased now, right?
Oh, just keep it in my hand.
Hold it in your hand right there. I make a chandan, right? Chandanam kandanam divyam kandajyo sumigam harangile panam. Panam again first. Chandanam pati right? Chandanam data. Grita. Chandanam data. Right. So come closer, nah? Come closer. So when I point you, as I say, when I point you, all your name, but not your name. I touch him, nah? Not all, not his name, alright? All that take all your name, all the real name. Not I can't say all, and say your name, right? And then when I drop the words on the body, you take the deceased name, and we going close to the right hand. That's right there by the right hand, right? So you ready? You ready? You just press, you rest on the pen there, you rest on the slide there, right? So there we go. Om Ajamuk Amutasya Amuk May Pindeste Mayario Pratishtatam. This is name, rested by the right hand. Now, I will put my rest by the creek. I want some black tails. Wait, okay, so come here close, right? Like back the artery, right? Come close, come. Right. So you open, so we could do, when time we do prayer, so the pen now, all the water is off like this, so the pen now. Open your hand, right? Now close it so. Right. So when I point the water, you have to lay this black thing in front of the pen, right? Right. Om Ganga Jalamayaryo Pratishtatam. Take some perfume, spray it on the pinda. Some perfume, spray it on the pinda. Om Ganda Mayaryo Pratishtatam. Only for pindas, you use this finger. We have the ring in. To put the chandan, the one in the diya. And the pinda. Om Chandanam Mayaryo Pratishtatam. Om Pushpamala Mayaryo Pratishtatam. Just like back a little piece now. Om Deepanamayaryo Pratishtatam. Take these flowers now. We pray a little prayer to Bhagavan Krishna as we offer this first pinda on behalf of the departed ancestor. Today as we offer this pinda represents a meal. From the day someone deceased, a pinda is offered in 4 proportions. 2 pindas, one of the pindas cut into 4. 2 portions goes to the messenger of the god of death. two portions. One part of the pinda, the next portion, nourishes the deceased, and another part helps form a subtle body. Right? So we offer this prayer, and Bhagwan Krishna, on behalf of the deceased, you offer this. Let she receive the benefits of this as we pray. So it come like this, right? TT have value in America. TT have value in America. $TT. Correct? Eh? Nah. But American dollars have value in Trinidad. Why? You could convert it. So the same way, when we take your name, you can have 2 million Alan and 2 million Baby Ramgoolam. But when you take your name and the deceased name, directly she gets it. Bhagwan Krishna converts it in the currency now. Easy explanation, the currency, and she will reveal the benefits. I would say the benefits and the merits of the pinda. So you pray, Om Devi Kananaya Vedmahi Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Krishna Prachodayat. Prem se bole Shri Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. See about. Look at that, the seats are not a slipper now. Yeah. So this time, if there's anyone in the audience who will help me with a few bhajans, I see my brother Luch is here. Sure, he could sing. You can assist me with a few bhajans, or anybody else in the audience who would like to sing a few bhajans to assist me. We're asking members of the family now, immediate family, immediate members of the family, the daughters, the grandsons, the granddaughters, cousins, whoever, nieces, nephews, to come forward now and do their part of paying respect to the deceased. So, you have to come forward now. It's not cleaning all, yeah? Not including all, yeah? Loach? Cheta calling a Loach. Come now sing a few songs for me now. I've got to conduct here. But if you can't sing, we'll croak. Lady, put chant and flowers in earth, yeah? Come now. So, Cheta go. Song. You think I walk in, mate? Think I walk in? Song. Show me. Think I walk in, mate? Song. Baju ganna Shama baju Murali Gopala baju ganna Shama baju Murali Gopala baju Nanda ki lal bajo Radhe Nanda ki lal bajo Radhe Giridhara Gopala Mathura Nata Giridhara Gopala Mathura Nata Kamalanayana kare kevale Rama Kamalanayana kare kevale Rama Nanda ki lal bajo Radhe Nanda ki lal bajo Radhe Giridhara Gopala Mathura Nata Giridhara Gopala Mathura Nata Kamalanayana kare kevale Rama Kamalanayana kare kevale Rama Nanda ki lal bajo Radhe Nanda ki lal bajo Radhe Giridhara Gopala Mathura Nata Giridhara Gopala Mathura Nata Kamalanayana kare kevale Rama Kamalanayana kare kevale Rama Nanda ki lal bajo Radhe Nanda ki lal bajo Radhe Chitta chora Yashoda ki ban Navanita chora Gopal Chitta chora Yashoda ki ban Navanita chora Gopal Gopal Govardhana Gopal Govardhana Gopal Jai Giridhara Gopala Jai Giridhara Gopala Jai Giridhara Gopala चित्त चोरा यशोरा की बान, नवनीत चोर गोपाल। चित्त चोरा यशोरा की बान, नवनीत चोर गोपाल। गोपाल 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 गोपाल, गोवर्धन धन गोपाल, गोवर्धन धन गोपाल। जय जय गिरिधर गोपाल, जय जय गिरिधर गोपाल, जय जय गिरिधर गोपाल। चित्त चोरा यशोरा की बान, नवनीत चोर गोपाल। शैलगरीश्वर उमा महेश्वर काशी विश्वेश्वर सदाशिवा 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 शंभु सदाशिवा सदाशिवा शंभु सदाशिवा। शैलगरीश्वर उमा महेश्वर काशी विश्वेश्वर सदाशिवा 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 शंभु सदाशिवा सदाशिवा शंभु सदाशिवा। शैलगरीश्वर उमा महेश्वर काशी विश्वेश्वर सदाशिवा 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 शंभु सदाशिवा सदाशिवा शंभु सदाशिवा। ओम राम राम भद्राय रामचंद्राय वीरसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पते नमः। जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम राम जय राम जय जय राम। जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। गणपति गौरी गणेश मनाई चलैया शीश पाए रघुराई। जाके सुमिरन तेज प्रकाशा नामु सत्रगन वीर प्रकाशा। विश्ववदन पो शरकर जोरी ताकर नाम भरत सहोई। जबते राम व्यान नित्यवावा नित्यव मंगल मोर बकावा। सकधर्म स जीत कहाए जीत कहा त्रिपु का त्रिपु कावे। मंगल भवनय मंगलहारी द्रवौ सो दशरथ जर विहारी। सिया राम मैं सब जग जानी करहु प्रणाम जोरी जुग पानी। जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। श्री रामचंद्र कृपालु बजु मन हरन भव भयुतारुणम। नव कंज लोचन कंज मुकुंदर कंज पर कंजादुनम। श्री राम जय राम श्री राम। प्रेम से बोले राजा रामचंद्र की जय। वो है ना। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। So only have Eulogy alone. No, that is only formal person at the program. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Two songs, right? Oh yeah. I just straight opening flow, you know. Some people when they get on the mic, they just can't. Okay, then good. Okay, good. Because when I speak last and when I do last, that is we go to the creek one time now. So that's why I give everybody. No, you can't trail them. They reach before because they can't traffic and things. Huh?
leave in here half 10.
So late when they leave?
But that's what they tell us.
Who? I go find out. Come, Joe. She said they leave half 10 Gurus. You say no, we can leave what time? Yeah, it's short and sweet, as you know. What's my bonnet here? My bonnet here. Should have been all.
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna.
Prem se bole Shri Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. I invite our Aunt Devi to continue with the proceedings with the eulogy. Just a bit to help you.
Give me that height.
Yeah,
now.
you take the height. Everyone is family short.
Sitaram, Namaste, good morning. Today, we are gathered here.
Yeah, you know.
Today, we are gathered here to pay tribute and to say goodbye to Mommy, Baby Ramgoolam, also known as Madam Hent to many. Born on July 8, 1941, to Ramde and Ramprasad Samaru, she was the second child out of 10 children. At the tender age of 16, she took the plunge and married our dear beloved deceased father, Hent. Together, I must say, they had 7 beautiful children. Donna is deceased, myself, Debbie, followed by 5 sons, Alan, Arnold, Andrew, who is also deceased, Andres, and Aldrin. Mommy came from very humble beginnings in Barrackport. Her parents were both sugarcane workers. She was the sister of Dalla, Jaso, Rajde, Julia, Chandra, Indra, Vishnu, Vashti, and Videsh. Mommy attended Kanhai Presbyterian School, but was unable to attend regularly. However, she was so determined to seek knowledge that she and her elder sister, Dalla, would alternate with attending school one day in and one day out. It was during this intermittent education that our mother learned to write and count, and this led her to becoming one of the most successful and prominent businesswomen. She was the owner and operator of Hula Hoop Inn, the renowned Ramgoolam's Grocery and Bar, and D&B's fast food outlet. Mommy loved to travel. Together with my father, they traveled a lot, visiting countries like India, various states in the US, and Suriname, just to name a few. One of my fondest memories is she will always accompany my family and I on our annual Tobago trip for my birthday and wedding anniversary celebration. Without failure, she rose early, playing her Gayatri mantra at the loudest level while making dal puri and curry a birthday tradition. In fact, my daughters reminded me of a famous chunking, which would have everyone coughing and sneezing and running out of the kitchen at 8 o'clock in the morning. But we would devour the food at Pigeon Point later without complaints. She would even facilitate roti delivery while I was in the water, so I wouldn't have to get out. One of her favorite traditions was a sea bath at Nylon Pool. Mommy, I've missed that during the last few years, since she was unable to accompany us on our trips. Imagine at the age of 66, my mother climbed to the top of Argyle Waterfall, whilst I waited at the bottom praying she comes back down safely. Anyone who knows Mommy knows that she was dedicated to her religion. She was a devout Hindu and often boasted of her exemplary home temple, which she would frequent multiple times a day. She never missed an auspicious occasion, preparing for each one with meticulous care. A special mention as evidence of her deep spirituality and connection with God must be made, as during Ganesh Utsav, the Lord Ganesha Murti, housed in a temple, would miraculously consume milk. She read her Bhagavad Gita faithfully and was always eager to guide and share her spiritual wisdom with others, especially the younger generation. Our mommy was one of the greatest cooks. Her children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren will most certainly miss her delicious and spicy meals. There is no palori, kuchila, and char, or fried chana better than my mother's. As an individual, our mother was strong, steady, resolute, never to be swayed by passing storms. She was a very hardworking woman, a successful businesswoman, through which she did not only build a livelihood, but also a standard of excellence and self-reliance that shaped every one of her children. She taught us by example that success comes from discipline, and yes, we got a lot of licks if we did not do what was expected of us. Education for her children mattered to her with a fierce commitment. Mommy pushed us to reach for opportunities she was unable to experience herself. Due to her persistence, belief in us, as well as a steadfast devotion to God, all of her 7 children achieved what she had dreamt for them: a dental nurse, a teacher, a supervisor, a meteorologist, an anesthetic technician, a doctor, and a bank manager. After my father passed, can you believe that my mother was so ambitious that she acquired her driver's license at the age of 62? My brothers and I mourn her loss, but we celebrate a life that taught us how to be resilient and how to love with intention. Her strength lives in each of us, and her legacy will most certainly guide our steps each day. As we say goodbye to you, Mommy, we do so with gratitude and lots of love. Mommy, on behalf of all of us, I say thank you. Thank you for your unconditional love, your determination and guidance. You may no longer be with us, but your stern words, your kindness, your love and spirit will live on in our stories, our smiles, and in our hearts forever. I will now continue my tribute to Mommy with the words of 2 songs. That's a tribute.
I know. You have to go?
Wish I could call your phone, fly to heaven, bring you home. Life had just begun, but the memories I have go away. Mama, I miss you. One day we'll meet again. I wish that I could see your face tomorrow. Oh, carry on. I'll make you proud, my mama.
At this time, my dear friends, I leave the floor open. If I continue proceedings, if the floor open, anybody in the audience, neighbors, friends, relatives, close friends of the family, to pay a little tribute towards the deceased.
Thank you very much, Panditji. And I thank you very much as our Pandit and Guru for the role you're playing in Hinduism. No praise is too high for you. Your commitment and dedication to Sanatana Dharma is surely par excellence. Sisters and brothers, my name is Kenneth Suku. I was born in St. John's Village, educated at the St. John's Anglican School. So I know this family very, very well. The sister came to our village from the sacred grounds of Barakpur. Barakpur, sisters and brothers, has not been given the recognition that is due. Barakpur was a place of cane farming, and there was a culture down there that made this country a better place. So the sister came from a place that really was blessed by God. And she came to our village very humble, very peaceful, very appreciative, and very kind. And both she and her husband began a thriving business at the junction. She was the life wire of that business. She worked assiduously, long hours, to enhance her business, and she was very successful. Needless to say, sisters and brothers, she performed a dual role to bring up her children and grandchildren. And the achievements of the Ramgoolam family is unsurpassed in this village. Doctor, technical man, meteorological officer, director of Republic Bank, and the list goes on. So that when one has to run a business and to make sure that her children achieve, that's the hallmark of human endeavor. Sisters and brothers, the Ramgoolam family have excelled in many fields of academic achievement. Doctor, lawyer, technical people, and teachers, so that it demonstrates in a tangible way that commitment, that unique commitment that the sister possessed. Sisters and brothers, having said so, we go to the spiritual side. She was a Sanatanist, a devout Hindu. And our scriptures will tell you that a Sanatan is a pure person, a person who strives to achieve divinity. And Sri Ram in the Ramayana said, truth and divinity leads us to God, Bhagwan. Our greatest purpose on earth, sisters and brothers, is to achieve divinity. All our worldly pleasures are second. Of course, the Pandit will eloquently explain all these things. So that, sisters and brothers, my wife, niece, another Ramgoolam, lesser Ramgoolam, Ramgoolam, a scholar from Naparima College and the prestigious York University, is now the director of Toronto Housing. So the Ramgoolams keep on to shine brilliantly, and it is no doubt that they will continue. So that the sister, as I said, was a devout Hindu. I recall she giving a 7 nights prayers. And the Ramayana said, sisters and brothers, when someone gives us 7 nights prayers, that blessings will flow from generation to generation. And we have seen that. So she fought, I know the time, Panditji, because of constraint of time. All without the Panditji, we would not have had this congregation. He has transformed here into a temple, a shrine, a sanctuary. Thank against Pandit. All the rituals have been performed, and the final ritual, sisters and brothers, is when we enter that shore of peace, and the pindas are bestowed on our dear sister. She fought a good race. She has won the battle. May the Almighty Bhagwan admit her in that celestial kingdom where there be no more sorrow and no more pain. May God bless and keep all of you all. Thank you very much, Panditji.
Thank you very much, Uncle, for bringing greetings this morning on behalf of the family and the community. Today I have a double role. You know, you're watching an Indian movie, there's a double role. Star Boy is like a double role. The double role is that Nani wanted me to officiate at a ceremony, at a funeral ceremony. As well, being a grandson to her is another role. So I fit both shoes today. Nevertheless, my dear friends in the audience, we have a senior pundit in South, senior pundit in Trinidad as well, which I have the opportunity to work with a couple of years ago at Fun Splash Water Park. He's no stranger to this part of the home or the village. If my memory serves me right, my mom and him are godbrothers, and also his dad performed puja in here many years ago. So with no less introduction, I introduce Pandit Atma Maharaj to give us some greetings this morning. Panditji.
Beloved sisters and brothers, Auntie's death really marks the end of a very important era in our community. I was walking in and I heard the unmatched oratorical skills of Mr. Kenneth Suku. He would have had many memories, and I think he would have had some shares in some of these buildings because he would have a few bottles of water now and then with the late Uncle Hent and Raghuba and the team. Auntie was really a committed mother. I mean, I have so many memories of the family here in the home when they used to live just around the corner. Then, as Suku indicated much earlier, they have had a tenacity for their purpose that they would have wanted to achieve for their children. She was very happy, very elated, very proud of the fact that the boys would have gone to my alma mater, NAPS. And you know, recently I was at a function and I asked the guy, would you speak? He said, I was trained on the hill. So when you attend Naparima College, it does give you a kind of impetus, a kind of platform that is really unmatched. So the early years here in the house, the memories of, we do not have, most younger generation do not have the kind of network or connect. We may have network in the form of WhatsApp and Instagram and that kind of thing. But how our parents lived was quite different, really, really different. When auntie and uncle would come to our home, my father used to say, we had cows, a lot of cows. He used to tell my mother, put up milk to boil. It was like it's like family. They live very close. In fact, they would always remind me that when they started the shop across there, that my father said, anytime you run short, I will help you. You know, it was like there was a feeling of deep commitment and family connections. However, as you know, the time would have rolled by. In fact, I was driving down here and I was thinking that one of my best memories of the family was really when me and Uncle Hent and Raghuba spent a week in Cedar Grove in the Mayaru Beach. I was doing a yajna there. It's not too long ago, it's just 43 years ago. And auntie was worried about how if you get food. He had a gallant. In fact, I didn't have a license. So we drove with his gallant and we spent the week there. And Hent tell his wife, he say, don't worry about food. When I get there, Atma had to stay quiet. I'm telling the people them that he's a visiting man from away. He can't talk no English. And that's what he did. He and Raghuva do that. So they tell me stay inside and people bring in coconut, they bring in pawpaw, they bring in watermelon. And it was really a beautiful memory. They had me going for the entire week. But auntie was quite worried that, how things would, how he would make out. So the memories are there. Pandit Lakshmi, I spoke with him a couple of days ago. He did a yajna here. In fact, there were several events held here. And, I'm standing there looking, I recall Donna's passing, other brother who passed on. So today I stand with the family, the brothers, the family, the extended families. And none of us in this world, no matter who we are all positive. I would like to also acknowledge all of you who have joined us here via the live stream. I know many of you are not here with us physically to be part of the ceremony, but those who may be abroad or maybe crisscrossing the land in some different area you may be looking, we'd like to also indicate that your prayers and support, your camaraderie, because auntie would have gone to all kind of yajnas and all kinds of circles. And today, as we bid goodbye to her, she was really a fantastic human being, indomitable spirit. I think I heard this from her more than anybody else. I say, but auntie, I think. She said, but I'm not listening to nobody. I'm not listening to nobody. I say, but you have to listen to somebody sometimes. She say, yeah, but I'm not listening to nobody. The only time I listen is when I dead. I'm not listening to nobody. I doing it how I want to do it. And I do it how I believe to do it. And that's how she operated, There are several instances. And I would tell her, but, she said, no, I doing it so. So I, jokingly call her Pandit and say, auntie, you really headstrong, a headstrong person. Doing yoga, she drinking this, she doing that, she was a remarkable person, really remarkable. I see Loach smiling. Loach would have memories of going with her all over the country, and once or twice she tell me, she said, I went up and I tell the Pandit he wrong, I tell him he wrong, and I correct him. And she said, I went up and I tell him, and I said, what the Pandit say? He said, well, the Pandit say, thanks. Thanks for the correction and things. I said, well, auntie, you're really good. She said, yeah, I ain't holding back, I correcting him. So that's the lady, Love her, whether you agreed or disagreed with her. The children, I'm sure, you are richer for her life. You are poorer for her loss. She would have been a really good person in the community. We cannot change the fact that in my early years at NAPS, and so many of the things that, because the boys went to school there, Alan, we all went to the same college. So there would have been a transfer of things, support from the family, because my father had passed and they became, parents to us. I see the Samlal families here, they could attest. 1, 2. Yeah, they could attest to it because in the early years, when things were tough, things were hard, and life was a struggle, this family made a very important contribution. So today, I would like to give that support to all of you and the family here and pray. I know the young man here, so we are very happy to have all of these colleagues come in and join. May we all pray together. Today, Lord, we thank you for our sister's life. We are in hallowed grounds. Her feet would have been etched in this place. She would have toiled and sacrificed, made tremendous sacrifices for her family. Today, we cannot change death, but we can change the way we live. It is a most beautiful scene to see all the sons, all those who are alive, sons and daughters and others, grandchildren, joining together to celebrate the life of a most loving and good mother. The loss of a mother can never be replaced, and we know that it is God's hands on earth. We thank you for her laughter, her winsome smile, her selfless service, her commitment to family, her dedication to duty, her willingness to serve. We pray that may your hands be upon her Atman, may you grant her moksha, freedom, total escape from the wheel of birth and death. Om karcharanakatam va kayajam karmajam va sravanajainam manasam va paradham vitam vitam va sarmetakchamasva jai jai karunabde Shri Mahadeva Shambhu. Om anadi nidano deva shankachakra gadadhara akshay pundari kaksha preta moksha pradobhava nainam chindanti shastrani nainam dahati pavaka na chainam kledayan chapo na shoshayati marutaha. May the curative hands of the Master be upon the family. May his blessings be upon the soul of this most beautiful mother. May Bhagwan bless her and bless all of us for making that decision to allow our footsteps to be directed here today, to celebrate her life, to remember her beautiful contribution, and to pray for her soul. Om Shanti. Blessings.
Thank you very much, Panditji, for short sentiments that you shared with the family. My dear friends, fellow mourners and well-wishers, today we come to say goodbye to Auntie Baby, or Nani, or Sister Baby, or Mom Baby. But my dear friends, in life, once you are born, you surely will have to die. About a month ago, Debbie called me. She said, Fernando, said, Deb, what happened? She said, Mommy want to see her. So I came home and she said, I want to do a guitar part. First time somebody alive asked me, well, I mean alive in correct sense and everything. So they want to hear the recitation of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And I came home that Saturday evening, which was a lovely day, Valentine's Day. We sat upstairs. As Panathatna was said, she said, do it how I say to do it. That's her exact words. Myself, Debbie, one of the now, and the girl, I don't know her name, but we were there. And we performed this recitation of the Srimad Gita. And I talked to her and I left. And then the last time I saw her was Saturday in the hospital when I offered prayers for her. Such is life, my dear friends. Life is like this. Life is a bargain. Not so, son? You know what's the bargain? The bargain is this. You'll go to the trade show. You'll go to the trade show, the Indian Expo. And when you go there, you will see a nice kurta, and the kurta pants, or a nice salwar, or a nice sari. And at the sundari, it will be very beautiful hanging there. And what will happen? We go bargain. So when you walk in there, the gentleman or the lady selling will say what? 500. But when I go, I just say this, kitna. Anybody know what kitna mean? You must know what kitna mean. How much? Discount, correct, discount. Kitna mean how much. So you and the person in the place will begin to bargain. Bargain for what? For this attire. And what happens next? A price will be fixed from $500 $30. I reach 200 quick. But it's the rupee price there, and Sandra. So when the rupee price I can was smart for the rupee I converted it one time. So I will say kitna. When they say kitna, they say how much, we'll bargain. And then what happens? You will get this clothes. Some people carry it home and wear it one time. Not me, I wash it first. And then I wear it. The point is, my dear friends, at the clothes is there, you bargain for it. You'll bring it home, you'll wash it. You'll wear it to your function, but when you wear it to your function, what happens? Ati Sundari looks very beautiful. But when you go home after today from the funeral, what will happen? You will take out this same worn-out garment, throw it in the wash basket, not so much. On another function, you will wash it, iron it, and wear it. Then it becomes Ati Sundari, beautiful. Such is the soul, my dear friends. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, Bhagavan Krishna says, just as worn-out garments has no value, so too, when the soul has no value to the worn-out body, it achieves another one. The soul is indestructible. Fire cannot burn it. Water cannot wet it. The air cannot what? Cannot dry it. No weapon formed against it shall destroy it. The soul is indestructible. So my dear friends, what we are going through here is not really a emotion. I always say when you go to a funeral, it's not mourning. We are celebrating the life of the individual. You heard an account from Auntie Debbie. You heard an account from Pandit Atma. You heard an account from Uncle Suku, right? I said it correct? And you'll hear my account. Trust me, being a young Pandit, I had it hard with her. Serious. What I mean had it hard, I remember my first satsang I did. And she came to the satsang. Lord son, I bring she come. And she walk up to me. She says, my grandson, I mean, sit down there. Make sure you say nothing stupid. And she pointed me so. I never forget that. But she told me, she said, make sure you are saying nothing stupid. So I said, wait, stupid. She said, when a Pandit going to sing a song and have to read it, I talk all kind of things. You don't only talk about scriptures. That's what she mean to say now. Don't talk about Bira and who go and sew and who cook and who have cow, whatever. That's what she tried to tell me. She said, don't talk about nothing about that. Talk about the satsang, the Shiv Puran. I have known her all my life. How? Nobody I know, but family members will know. There were 5 brothers and they had 1 sister. The 1 sister, which is my mother's mom, died. And their 4 siblings became orphan at a tender age. And my mom, as Auntie Debbie would say, Bani, and Bani, how to say it, Bani? Bani or Boni, I don't know how she was to say it, but she tell me, she said when she come to the guitar part, she said, when she get licked, she used to run behind my mother and say, Bani, Bani, save me. So, my mom at the age of 6 grew up with Auntie Baby. So I know her as Nani. I don't know my Nani. I know her to be a kind and a generous person because she taught my mother the values of to sew, to cook. Trust me, nobody can make a road like the Ramgoolam family. And when I asked Mommy where she get that from, she said, Auntie Baby and all your nanny, well, her nanny, best root, melting them out like cotton candy. Should I ever had a root like that? I remember the first time I had Shiv Puran here when Uncle Hent passed away. And Pandit Lakshmi that come. I mean, even the tasty root upstairs, he said, we make that from, I said, that come from India. You can't get that nowhere again. Because Mama did 5 years yajna, one after another. Shiv Puran in commemoration of the father of the home. I can't forget that. She was a devout Hindu. She had her ways because she was indebted in Sanatan Dharam. So nobody can, how to say, nobody can tell how to do it. She knew how to do it in her way. There's always remember this, my dear friends. there's only two ways to do something, you know. You know, is it two ways? The way prescribed according to text, or according to scriptures, or according to the textbook then. And then the way you know to do it. So who is wrong? So being a devout Hindu, I remember when I got married in 2008, and she was having the last yagna. I now got married 20th of January, and auntie having a yagna on the 5th of February. She said, here na boy, I said, she said, you and your wife come and sit down. I said, but mommy, I'm not married. Only 2 weeks. She said, no. She said, come and sit down, me and my wife. And we came and sit and yagna with Pandit Lakshmi for 5 nights Shiv Puran. She was the journey from here with Uncle Hent. Be the first person to reach Ramai Trace and Ganeshotsav for umpteen years. Herself, Sherry mother, Sherry, I think the name correct, right? Sherry's mom, Lower Dong. Another lady, Uncle Loach, I can remember they come, and Uncle Hent. When Uncle Hent departed, that didn't deter her. Zoga was around, another green Shama, and they will still come Ganeshotsav. So she was determined in whatever she did, be cooking, cleaning, washing, doing puja, and she was a determined person of getting it right. The first time I came to do puja for her some years ago, I watching the mango wood. Mine I was here, who I got somebody would I tell you. I watching the mango wood and laughing, and I watching the murtis. I said, Auntie, how you get this murti so nice? How you get this mango wood so nice? You know what she said? She said she take good Dove soap and a toothbrush and take she time. Not so Alan? And she said every one had to shine. Serious, Sandra? She's taking shit and she washed the mango wood and put it dry. Which is, you know what I mean? Determined. She was a person determined in what she does. She like it clean and sattvic. So she was a sattvic soul. Despite what she might be been through, because I asked my mother coming in the vehicle, I said, Ma, when Auntie Baby come to live here in this house, how old you was? She said, about 7 or 8. And she married when she was 16. And 16? Mommy tell me about 16. So that is plenty years. Plenty years. So I could talk on and on. But she was determined as a homemaker, as a devout Hindu, as a community person, to doing what she did, which is fitting the shoes of all this. Being a mom, being a business person, being a Hindu. Where she is right now, she's watching us and she's blessing us. She's happy where she is. When I visit her on Saturday, I remember what he asked me. I said, while I walking out, I tell her, I said, before the week done. Did I tell her that? I said, before the week done. He said, what? I said, she'll begin her new life. If you look at the little program or the little paper that there is, you'll see something. You'll see date born, date expire, and then there's a dash in the middle. What does that signify? Whole life, correct. That does signify the whole life. That is where the missing part is. That is where she was assisting every one of us in any way that she could assist us. So my dear friends, I'll ask you to stand. I'll give you the procedures for the next rest of the program. I'll do the closing mantras. When I do the closing mantras, we'll stay back for about 5 minutes where the entire congregation who wants to come and view the body will view the body. After that, we'll come to the gateways of the home, the threshold. We'll offer a pinda called Vishwa Pinda that no longer the Devta, Stan Devta, Garam Devta, and Ish Devta will know she's a soul, not here again to serve. And after that, we'll proceed towards the show of peace for the final of the Antyeshi Sanskar. On behalf of the Ramgoolam family, I want to thank everyone coming out today, not today alone, but during the course of what we are going through for the past, couple of days, or you can say into the week, that if you are full-time, anyone of such kind, if the place was hot, if you didn't get that chair, if you didn't get some water, if somebody said a harsh word to you, in any way, form and fashion, we humbly, on behalf of the family, seek your forgiveness and for our shortcomings. My dear friends, we pray for the departed Bhagwan Krishna in this prayer that if Mama had hurt anyone, wronged anyone, in words, in thoughts, in deeds, in action, we ask Bhagwan Krishna Prabhu, तेरे हमार को दीजिए प्रभु, रक्षा करो, क्षमा करो, दया करो. शंकर चक्र पुंडरी काक्ष प्रेत मुक्ष करो भव. तव शांति तव शांति तव शांति. ओम यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानं धर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्. परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतम् धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय शंभवानी युगे युगे. कहा गया वचन तुम्हार कब लोगे अवतार. कथा है पाप बड़ा है पहला बार माया चा जोते तो गिरा है पापी ने छाया जगर दिया. प्रेम भक्त का महिमा गाने भक्त तुम्हारा हे कृष्णा हे कृष्णा हे कृष्णा हमें दया करो. ओम प्रेत तत्व शांति ओम प्रेत तत्व शांति ओम प्रेत तत्व शांति. राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम ये सत्य. So you pause a few moments, you will come with a beauty body and I will take a study refund the rest of the day. Kasi yung mga ngayon, nakakami ko yung ones na kaya.
Ako, when I get hot, the chicken. Oh, I
Because if it's in this light, now,